Hey there. Okay, so I want to talk to you about a few things here and then get into our lesson. First, as I mentioned before, we're having a few essays that I'm asking you to do because this coronavirus is changing the way live music is being performed, watched, visited, experienced, and who knows how long it's going to last. This could be our new normal. So what I want you to think about is how is this going to affect you in your performance uh, career, in your technical career, in your marketing career, uh, because no one's not going to be affected. Even if we go back to the way it was 6 months ago, we have all this experience that we've now just had, and we're going to have to learn from this because it could happen again. All right, so think about how this is affecting you now and how it might affect you in the future. Uh, Take a little time. This is due April 17th, Sunday night. So you got some time to think about that. Watch social media, read the news, read the blogs, see how people are dealing with this, and think how you might deal with this. It's all changing from day to day, and God knows when it's going to be any kind of normal. So you're going to school for something. You know, you've got to think about, you've learned these skills. You got to use these no matter how the cards lay here. Think about if you were studying graphic design in 1982 and you were learning how to make mechanical boards, paste up stuff, and you finished your college education, you learned 4 years of how to do all this technical stuff, and then the computer comes out in PostScript fonts and desktop publishing, and everything that you just spent 4 years learning is technically obsolete. This probably won't happen to you. It won't be that bizarre. But how it all works out, it's going to be different. So just stay tuned. Okay, so today's lesson, we're going to be talking about stage presence, stage fright, and choking. Your comfort zone on stage is super, super important. Um, are you psyched to be there? Are you anxious to be there? Do you wish you were somewhere else? Anxiety happens. It happens to sports figures, it happens to entertainers, and it happens to regular people. Sometimes you just get sweaty palms. Sometimes you might actually have acid reflux, and worst case scenario, you might toss cookies before whatever you're doing. And it happens. I mean, it happens because people are people, and we all deal with things a little differently. So, you know, as it is important to understand how you deal with it and how you can deal with it. You know, what do you own? I look at things that can help as opposed to hurt you, like stage lighting. If you're on a stage and you're looking out there and all you see are these headlights of stage lights blinding you, where you can't see anybody, don't try to look for them. Just find a space out at the back of the room and just kind of look out there. Move your head a little bit and you'll be fine. If the lights are low and you can see people's faces, don't be freaking out that you see all these people staring at you. Make eye contact with people. It makes them feel like, oh my God, I am part of this show, and they recognize that I'm here, and that's really cool. If you've ever experienced being at a show and having a performer look down and stare you right in the eyes, it makes you feel kind of special. So you know, keep that in mind. Sometimes in performing, you might just get into the emotion of a song or a performance, and you might close your eyes. You might just get into it, and everybody else disappears. So you know, each time you go up on stage, you know, you're going to have a little different situation, but you're going to find your own comfort level eventually. I do want to talk about a couple different things, like, you know, whether it be choreography or mic handling or whatever. Try not to look like a pillar of stone up there. Smile a little bit, always good. Have a little movement. Some choreography could be good. But whatever you do, don't be up there and be void of emotion because people want to see uh, that you're into this. And if you're just the void, um, it's not going to look like you're really into it. Okay, the stage can be comfortable. It's up to you to make it comfortable. That's really kind of how I look at it. It's up to you. Good thing is, the more you do it, the easier it gets. All right, so a couple performances we're going to be looking at here today. First one is going to be Queen performing at Live Aid, and this is about owning the stage. And there's a kind of a nice making of. Uh, it's not very long; it's maybe 5 minutes, and it gives you an idea of how to deal with a big stage, B, nothing to lose. I'm going to go out there and I'm just going to rock it. And see, feeding off the crowd. So, Freddie Mercury and Queen at Live Aid, one of the outstanding rock performances of all time. If you've seen it 100 times, watch it once more. It's not going to hurt. Okay, we're also going to talk about choking on stage. Sheryl Crow, you might know, is a great songwriter, singer-songwriter. She's got a lot of great stuff out there. Here's a video of her performing live and forgetting the words to one of her hits. It happens. How does she deal with it? Is it the best way to deal with it? And, how does her band deal with it? Marshall Pope, a rapper from down in Alabama, he's on the ABC morning show down in his area, and he's talking about a new book he has out there, and he's going to do some freestyle rapping on TV, and, well, you'll see what happens to him. Dan Harris, an ABC news person, actually has an anxiety attack and melts down during a live TV broadcast. And this isn't the local ABC news. This is like national news. This is the big stuff. This goes back and he looks back and talks about what caused him to be that way and what he's done about it and what he's learned. It gets a little deep in a few spots, but again, it's a short video. It's like 4.5 minutes. So watch it. It kind of puts things in order a little bit. I'm putting these things on a YouTube channel. I'm trying to finish it up now, and later on this afternoon I'll get that out there to you. But I will email you this list with the links so you can start looking at these things right now and think about it. When you give me your feedback on these things, again, there's going to be some real obvious things. Think past the obvious. Think about the what ifs, or how would you do it differently. Okay, that's it. Lesson 1, March 30th, 2020, the new normal. See ya.